Have you wondered how you can host a virtual open house using Facebook Live? Listen up, I can help. Hey everybody, Katie Lance here, founder and CEO of Katie Lance Consulting, the Get Social Smart Academy, and author of the book Get Social Smart, and it's episode 170 of the Get Social Smart show. And today I'm going to share with you a couple tips on how you can host a virtual open house using Facebook Live. All right, two big ways on how to do this. Number one, you can do it in person, right? So obviously you can go to a house and you can do the open house right there virtually, right? Where maybe you don't have people coming into the house, but you are there and you are providing a service to your clients by actually going to the home and walking people through the home, giving them a sneak peek of the open house. Now, I'm saying this cautiously because as we're recording this video right now, our country is going through a big crisis right now with everything going on in the world. And so you might be at a place where you can't actually go to your client's house. You may not be able to actually go to the listing, but maybe you're watching this video 2 or 3 years from now and you're like, I got this, everything's fine. So obviously, good judgment is important when we listen to this video. So that's number one. That might be the first thing that you do. Just depending on when you're watching this video, you might actually go to that house, do that virtual open house. If that is the case, what I recommend is you don't necessarily need to show everything. We like to recommend promoting that in advance. Promote that on Facebook. Send an email to your database. You can go to the house. I always love it when I see real estate agents at the front door of their listing and actually walking in it as if you actually were walking through it. And you might think to yourself ahead of time, what are the 3 or 4 or maybe even 5 key areas of that home you're going to showcase? Since you're doing it on Facebook Live, you might ask people to comment or ask questions below, and that will give you a really great opportunity to do, like I said, quote unquote, a virtual open house without actually doing an open house. Now, the second way that some of you might be doing open houses, especially as we are in this crisis and we're in such a moving target right now in terms of how we can work with our clients and how we can leave our house and if we can and if we can't. And again, everyone's at a different place right now, but you might be in a place where you're at home and you want to think of a creative way to help your clients with a virtual open house. So in that case, you might do a Facebook Live from your home. So how would that work? Well, if you're in your home office, what I recommend before you go live on Facebook is you want to gather all the assets that you have about that property. So for example, if you have property photos, which I would imagine a lot of you do, whether they're property photos from your phone or maybe you have a professional photographer, you might have videos, you might have some copy from your flyer or your MLS. You want to gather those all in one place before you go live. Now, when you go live on Facebook, you can go live directly from your mobile device, but I recommend going live actually from your computer, because when you go live from your computer, not only can you be on camera, but now you can share some of those assets right on the screen. So what I recommend that you do is you want to go over to Facebook, and I recommend that you do this from your business page since we're talking about something business related. Go over to your business page and you want to find that live button. You want to write a couple sentences about what that open house is all about, what that house is all about. You might say something like, join me for a virtual open house for 123 Main Street. Let me know if you have any questions. So you're going to want to write a couple sentences about that. Then you can go live. And when you go live, welcome people, introduce yourself, let people know that you're going to give them a little bit of a sneak peek into this particular property. So then you can talk a little bit about it. You might have your flyer out and you might read a few bullet points from your flyer. And then when you're on Facebook, you can then screen share, which is great, which means you can pull up that folder that you might have on your computer with some of those photos and share some of those photos. What I recommend is as you're talking about certain features of the house, as you're talking about the kitchen or the bathroom or the view, as you're talking about those, you can bring up those images on your screen. So again, you can do this for free, completely for free on Facebook, on your computer, on the desktop version of Facebook. I also would recommend, there's a great tool called BeLive. BeLive has a free platform, but they also have a paid platform as well. And you can do screen sharing and you can really incorporate even more kind of bells and whistles into your Facebook Live if you use their tool. A lot of folks also use Zoom as well. Zoom is also a great resource for doing that as well. So there's, again, really 2 ways of doing it. Either number one, going directly into the house if you're able to do that, giving people a sneak peek, showing them, 3 to 4 to 5 features of the home, answering people's questions live in the home, or number 2, doing it right from your home office. So obviously we are in in uncertain times. And again, as this video comes out, it'll be interesting to see where we're at with this entire situation. But I would love to help you with this. If you have questions about virtual open houses and how to do this effectively, please let me know in the comments below. I also want to mention that if you're part of our Get Social Smart Academy family, we have an entire resource, an entire PDF, a really detailed checklist all about how to do this. So if you're part of our Academy family, you can find that over in our Academy Facebook group. And if you're not yet part of our Academy, we would love for you to check that out. Just go to katielance.com/academy, and that'll give you all kinds of information about what our Academy is all about. All right, again, please let me know if you have any questions about Facebook Live. Make sure you watch the other videos in this series. Our last video was about getting started with Facebook Live, and our next few will give you some additional tips all about how to really get smarter about Facebook Live. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe, stay well, and for additional resources, please visit me at katielance.com.